Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans.
And you better choose wisely. That's my
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from Nashville. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
On the set.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Back! Let go!
Throwing right away on the game's first play. He's got a receiver. That's Pat Bryant. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pick up of 17 and a very quick first down. 47-yard line.
Ready!
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Ready up!
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Go! 19, 18! 19, try it!
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Open man, and that's Bryant. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Let's go now. Ready?
Thrown quickly and connecting with Bryant. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 12. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Come on, go!
Harvey, this defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Harvey, and he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown Broncos. His 12th touchdown of the year.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. His pass caught. It's Chizokonkwo.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there, nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will score. Devontae Smith, touchdown Tennessee. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Titans come right back to tie it at 7.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Taking off, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
First down.
A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
On the ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Handoff now for Harvey. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 6.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Ready. Let's go.
Here's a 1st down for their running back. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Okay, ready.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7 on the scoreboard. We're back in Music City after this.
Ready, set. 70,
On 1st down, it's Harvey. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll set up to throw.
30-yard line.
And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Get it. Let go.
Working the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Crackle 80.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
No help from those last two runs. It is 3rd and 13. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And brings up 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Now a give on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of game. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Great. Set. On anyone, huh?
On third down, it's Hurts. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Set. Steady.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Moving to his right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them. Give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. To the end zone, it's intercepted. He works free, right side. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Denver. What a stunning turn of events. Greg, looks like they're going in for the score. Instead, they bring it back the other way for the pick six.
Yeah, I mean, how fast the tables can turn in the NFL, Mike. I mean, 1 minute, as you said, you're rolling the dice, thinking you got a chance to go and get 6. Next thing you know, you're watching the other team take it all the way the other way for a touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. And the Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there is a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive.
He gets free. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
That ties the game at 14. Chad Wyland to kick off.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Escaping to his left. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
21-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Titans. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
60. Let's go. 10 to 11. 10 to 70. Timberwolves. Ready, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
35-yard line.
Come on. Set. 70.
Open man downfield. That is Bryant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. First and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll throw out of the gun. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 6.
65 catch. 65. Cowboy. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw again. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 23, here's second and a yard.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal, Denver.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
18 Cardinal. Let go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they...
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Get him, get him. A
handoff as they try to run it here. Good running inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone inside the 20. They get 22 yards there. First down for Tennessee.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And that is incomplete. Chip Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Titans will take a 24-21 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here's a toss as they look to run, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Third down and 9.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Tennessee. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and result in a nice touchdown.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Back, six the evil. Here we go. Back.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the third has come to an end. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Quick throw, taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is caught by Bryant. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
A gain of 20.
Send a man in motion right. Now, faking the give, exiting the pocket right. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Pat Bryant, the target there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, Mike, you have to find that balance defensively between playing prevent and making sure that ball does not get thrown over my head. But how often do we see defenses just give so much space, so much green grass, that the offense finds a way to move down the field quickly regardless? So just continue to mix up coverages, but do not let them throw the ball over your head. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Ready.
Back to throw. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this coach finds himself in a tough spot. He understands his team. They need 2 scores. But instead of taking the field goal, he decides to go for it. And what a job with the stop by this defense.
That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Blake Gilligan in punt formation.
This is taken at the 25. And it be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
31-yard line.
Let's go now.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Come on. Set. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to the air once more on second down. Looking middle then, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Ready, set.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the Broncos' 1st down. How about that for a big play on 4th and 10? They get almost exactly what they needed to keep this drive going. He's going to let this one go deep. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's no secret what's happening here, Mike. They need points, and they need points quick. The best way to get them is through the deep ball, but obviously the defense is prepared for it. So, again, they're going to continue to play deep, force you to throw the ball underneath, and make you go the long way. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
3rd and 10.
60 boxes.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Denver.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Great.
Hurts. Gonna keep it on the option. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just gonna avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
Back at the 1-yard line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up for first and 10.
60.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's third and 6. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Titans take over first and 10.
The drive will start on the ground. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Third and long for Hurts. And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And now it's fourth down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That is fielded at the 20. Looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Titans sending out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This will be returnable from his own 15. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here is first and 10.
19, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to look downfield once again. And the Titans are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Titans. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.